Hi, I'm Roger from Hot Water Solutions. Today I'm bringing you all a next generation motherboard that has just been released, equipped with the RK3576. This is also one of the most recent motherboards we've developed. Previously, we launched a motherboard with the RK388 chip, which has 8 cores, but because the price of the 3588 is very high, we've been dedicated to developing this new motherboard. This RK3576 motherboard, which also features an 8-core CPU, is priced lower than the 3588. It is much more affordable and at the same time can offer customers excellent performance, meeting the needs of many application fields. As for this motherboard, its interfaces are really very comprehensive. First, we can see that it has a 3.5mm headphone jack. It has an HDMI port, and this HDMI port really deserves to be highlighted, because on our other motherboards, this HDMI port is generally an HDMI output. But in the case of this motherboard, its HDMI port functions as an HDMI input. Therefore, this motherboard can be used in many advertising machine projects or smart displays in supermarkets and stores. This is because it has an HDMI input right up here. Here we have an Ethernet port, RJ45, and in this spot we have a terminal that can be used to add, for example, a PoE module, so that the customer can use PoE to supply power. Here we have 2 USB 2.0 interfaces, 1 USB 3.0, and 1 Type-C. This Type-C interface can be used for data transmission. Here we use a round DC power supply interface. The interface on the motherboard is a MIPI interface, so for some 5, 8, or 10-inch MIPI screens, customers can connect and use them directly. The interface on the back is also very complete. For example, here we have an RTC battery interface. For some customers who specifically need real-time clock functionality, they can directly and conveniently connect a universal 2-pin RTC battery to our robust and reliable motherboard, ensuring continuous and accurate timekeeping. Next to it, there is a flat voltage jumper. On one side, there is an LVDS interface. On this side, there is a backlight interface. On the left side, there is a very convenient 1.5 amp USB interface. Next to it, there is also another 1.5 amp USB interface, providing ample connectivity options. Taking into careful consideration that each and every customer has different and unique needs, we do our absolute best to strategically place these essential interfaces at the very top. Here, you will find a dedicated remote control interface. Some customers who utilize advertising machines or smart displays in large supermarkets or even other commercial settings may indeed require a robust computer remote control system for seamless operation and management. On this side, there is a 4-pin speaker interface. On the left, a keyboard interface. For example, in some custom projects, there may be special function buttons and specific function buttons. Customers are able to connect to the keyboard's mainboard through this particular interface. On the side of this device, we have the general purpose input-output, or GPIO, pins, and the remaining 3 are the ones that are left over from the initial design. Serial ports for connecting RS232. This is serial port 5, and it can be connected to RS485. This is a reserved interface. We haven't soldered it, but it is reserved for CAN bus. If there are customers who need CAN bus, they can also use this mainboard, or we can make further modifications for you based on this board. Here is a power interface. It is a power supply interface. This is a general introduction to this mainboard. Our standard product comes with Android 14, 4GB of RAM, and 32GB of storage. If customers want to customize with more memory, we can also offer 6GB, 8GB, or even 16GB of RAM. As for storage, we can also help customers expand it even further. Sometimes we receive special requests. Some customers ask us to integrate Zigbee modules or KIKIS modules. In those cases, we can use some of the reserved interfaces on our motherboard, or even customize a specific motherboard according to your needs. So, in summary, this is today's presentation of the motherboard. Thank you for watching. We can provide you with the complete SDK for the motherboard. This motherboard is compatible with the Android system, as well as some Linux-based systems like Debian, Yocto, and Buildroot. Therefore, if you have further customization needs or if you would like to know our prices, you can contact our sales team. Thank you for watching. I'm Roger from Portworld Solutions. See you next time.